Hi, I'm Rich Pyle, the host of Hole Nation, where we share everything this cornhole and a lot more. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and catch our new videos every Wednesday at 7. And remember, whether it's sticky or slick side down, bring it.
Hey, happy Taco Tuesday, hole heads. Welcome to the ACO Underground. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Frank Geers, the Cornhole Dude. And we started without you. Yeah, we can't make the noise because we went a different direction today. But hope you're enjoying your Taco Tuesday already and looking at a great evening in front of you. It is a Dubs edition, and that would be Worlds, and as I mentioned in the promo, weather for those of you who might have been affected through Texas and all the way up through the middle of the country and now reaching back up again into Ohio and Michigan. And again, hopefully you've stayed safe. Or if you're out west and you're dealing with this heat, oh, God almighty, whatever you can do to stay inside and pitch inside or whatever it is you're doing, just stay safe because we got to get you to Throwensboro, Kentucky here in just a little bit over a week. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, I mentioned the Worlds, but we'll get to the Worlds here after we once again throw a mention out to Haley Clark, who is being broadcast all around the world in this MasterChef Generations. The next episode tomorrow night on Fox, 9 o'clock, I think. This is a Gordon Ramsay joint. Last week, I checked out last week's episode. She didn't get a lot of screen time. I got to be honest. Haley, I'm hoping that this Wednesday we see you jumping in and photobombing or maybe setting some stuff on fire on the grill or something just to get them put the camera on you.
We've talked her into she's going to be creating appetizers for us on Monday's Welcome Bash. Well, she doesn't know that yet, but I'm just
right. Okay. Anyway, so again, tomorrow night, Fox, 9 o'clock, I believe, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central. But again, congratulations to Haley. Continued success as you hopefully roll through that competition. What else is going on? The regular stuff that we always tell you about. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. ACO TV is up there. Lots of different content. I saw a new video pop up last night. If you want to go back and watch some matches, all that stuff there available for you on the American Cornhole Organization YouTube channel. Make sure that, especially when we get around to Worlds, it's important that you opt in for the push texting, which is our way of notifying you at the touch of a finger if something's changed, something's added, something's, we're going to be somewhere, whatever. Make sure that you opt in and text ACO to 833-695-1318, 833-695-1318. That opts you in to get push text messages, which we will be updating as we get closer to Worlds, should anything be changing or we add some things in. And we have added things in. We're going to talk a little bit about the Friday and Saturday before all of the divisional championship play begins. A lot of fun stuff. Something else, too. We did start a Worlds Facebook page, and I believe you opted in yesterday, did you not?
I believe so, yes.
So that'll be a good place. If you were invited in, you should be invited in there to opt in, and that's where instead of taking all of the stuff to the main page where you're finding this particular broadcast, anything having to do with Worlds will update. If we're going somewhere in particular for the, to play or do whatever, if there's something that pops up, you can post your pictures from the Worlds week there. And it is ACO Worlds 19. If you've got invited, it is a invite group. So hopefully you've opted in to be into that. But check that out as well. Craig Smith, appreciate the waves. And again, we're broadcasting internationally, the entire world. We know we're hitting England and the UK. We know we're hitting Ireland. We know New Zealand's checking in. Mainland China checking in, we know for a fact. Jason, how you doing? So many others. Canada checking in. The international home base for cornhole webcasting right here on the Taco.
I love it, Finny.
Check it out. Let's see. What else did I want to tell you about? New videos that we've been posting. We're going to get back when we get into Season 20. We're going to be talking a lot about memberships and what Season 20 has coming for you that's new and different and fun. We'll get back to ACO before. Anything, what you did over your summer vacation, any of that kind of stuff, send all of that to Taco at American taco at AmericanCornhole.com, and we'll bank that stuff, and we'll be able to hit it hard when we get back. A lot of great content that we've received already. Looking forward to seeing what you did this summer, and also ACO before, what you did before Cornhole. Share that with us as well. Let's see. And on the Facebook page, you probably noticed on the social channels, a segment that we started this past week, and we're going to kind of discover and re-explain some of what we did earlier this week. Every day you're seeing a new bit that we call ACO Need to Know. And it's really just something that we want to tell you about in a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. And if you remember the one episode, he was very cool. He had his shades on the entire time. But we're going to get into some of that, the AAU, the Silver Slider, the state championships, or the state slider championships, and more. We'll get into that here. That's part of the world's discussion. And I think
I'm just trying to get in party mode for the World Championships around the corner.
I know, I am too.
It's the end of the season, man. It's time to chill out. Get serious, though, but have fun, man.
Get serious about having fun. Is that
That's
what you're
right,
saying?
baby.
And I think
World's best cornhole party is about ready to happen.
I know, back-to-back in Thronesboro. And I think my favorite part, too, is every time I look down at the monitor, my shirt makes me hungry. I'm getting really hungry, and I do want some tacos. We're taking these. Don't you? Well, I'll invite you later. We are taking our shirts. Heinerman's taking his, right? We're going to have him with us again this year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, very good. So, and just like in Punta Gorda, we invite everybody to dress out, show out, peacock it a little bit. Let's see what you got. I want some AC overalls. I already told you that. I need to get me some of those. But whatever you've got, bring it. We want to see all of it, whether it's from a fashion standpoint. Maybe that's the thing we're missing is the ACO fashion show.
That should be the welcome bash. The welcome bash should be where everybody dresses up and however they want to look and feel. I mean, you know who's good for that? I love when Candler gets his American gear on, man. Nobody looks better in the American gear than Candler, baby.
I can think of about 100 people that would look better in it, but none of them are male. Those Daisy Dukes belong somewhere else, but good man, Candler. You mentioned the welcome bash. I want to get to that here in a moment, but let's back up. Let's start talking Worlds. We're going to when I say back up, it's because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, standard divisional play. That schedule's been out for a while, but the schedule that was just posted this past week has added some things to Friday and to Saturday night. So let's talk a little bit about all of that, including the Pro Series skins, which we filled out the bracket at 32, 100% payout. It's going to be awesome. We'll get to that in a moment. But check out this schedule, Friday and Saturday. We talked about AAU, an opportunity to start a relationship, bringing in young players, no matter what they've played over the years within AAU. Maybe it's swimming, volleyball, any other sports for amateurs. A great way to get new blood into the ACO. And the one thing that's different about this, and talk a little bit about that, is you do need to be a member of the AAU. So that's the one little different wrinkle to this particular launching of this program.
Yeah, and you just said it. I mean, you basically said everything you need to know about it, Finn. I
usually do.
You gotta have an AAU membership to be able to play in this competition. If you don't, you can actually pick up your membership there. We can help walk you through that process. But what's cool about this is, again, it's a multiple divisions that are there. There's the 10U, the 12U, the 14U, the 16U, the 18U. So there's like 5 different age groups for these kids to play in, and medallions, medals to be given away to all the different age categories. So I'm excited about it. This is not necessarily meant for our top competitive players. This is really for, again, the love of the game, these new people getting into the sport, the youth, not professional youth players. I'm talking about the youth of the game, right? So that's what this AAU thing is all about.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the future there with that.
Very much an introductory way to do this. If you go back and watch the Need to Know clip on that, there's a link built in there. You can go check that out. You can also check it out at AmericanCornhole.com, find out everything that you need to know. Another one that's built into that Friday, Saturday beforehand, the Silver Slider Cup. And this is one where I saw we did the Need to Know bit, and then I saw...
They need to know what Silver Slider is,
somebody
right?
needs to know what it is. So I saw when we posted the updated schedule with these added events, I just saw somebody go, what's the Silver Slider? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we didn't tell anybody. So that's why we did Need to Know, and that's why we're here right now. Here's what you need to know in case you missed Need to Know. Silver Slider Cup.
Silver Slider
Go.
Cup. Okay, cool. I thought you were replaying our our show.
I'm saying
man.
go. This is my chance to
the
catch
Silver
up.
Slider Cup is, once again, we're going on the opposite end of the spectrum of age, right? We're talking about people like me, your older generation. But what's cool about the Silver Slider Cup is what we have is, again, different age groups. We have 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 plus. You have a men's division, a women's division. We have singles, doubles, co-ed. So a lot of fun there. And then, Finn, if this all works out the way we envision it to work out, Saturday evening we've got a big blind draw going on. And I'm hoping that some grandparents possibly bring their grandkids out. So while the grandparents are playing in the Silver Slider, the grandkids are playing in the AAU event. So that's really kind of what we're trying to get to happen here.
No, that's cool, and I think too, it's for anybody. You don't have to be a member.
No member
of the ACO, and we're spreading the word too in the local community because we really want to have folks come in. It's going to be a record-setting World Championships again, and we'll get to that here in a moment as far as singles goes. But it's going to be another great year in Owensboro, Kentucky, and an opportunity to really reach out within a couple-hour radius of Owensboro and get folks to come in again. 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, and 80 plus. Let's see what we can put together, and let's see if we can't turn this Silver Slider Cup into something that we ultimately can maybe tie in to the senior games and some other things like that, just to get more folks getting involved with the game no matter what age. Awesome stuff, Silver Slider. Now, there's a question. Why does the Slider have 5 players and also not having a crew? What's that? There's no quads?
Well, we have quads going on. The quads that we have going on is during the Welcome Bash. So the quads that we have going on during the Welcome Bash is where you're signing up as a twosome. I think it's a $40 entry. Again, this is Monday night is the Welcome Bash, what we're talking about here.
And that's going to be held?
And that's going to be held at the Owensboro Convention Center.
Upstairs?
Upstairs at the Convention Center on Monday evening. Actually, let me backtrack, Finn. Last year, we held it upstairs. This year, what we're trying to do, because remember last year we brought all those food trucks in?
Yeah.
I felt like there was a little bit of a disconnect with the food trucks down here and us playing up here, and people have to walk all the way down those steps. So what we're doing this year is we're actually going to open up that back door that goes out to the river.
Oh, yeah, right on.
Yeah, so we're going to have people flowing in and out of the downstairs area on the back end, where we'll be competing. You'll be able to go out and listen to some music. You'll be able to buy some food right by the river. We will not be running the quads or the quads Welcome Bash down upstairs. It'll be all downstairs.
Downstairs, okay.
So that's kind of new. It's $40 entry on that Monday event. That's where you sign up, 2 of you, so $20 a head. You and I can go be a quads partner, a team.
Okay.
We would randomly get drawn another team of 2. That becomes our quads group. So that's going to be a fun thing. I think we're doing a 70% payout with that. It is just a cash buy-in at the door. There's plenty of spots, so all people are welcome. You do not need to be an ACO member to be part of the Welcome Bash, because this is all about just bringing people from the community, bringing those people together that come in early for the World Championships to be part of a freaking great opening night. So that's what it's all about.
Come in and give you a big hug. So that's Friday, Saturday, and then Monday, kind of all sandwiched in there together. But something else that's going on that Saturday, Friday, and Saturday is something that this one's exciting to me because I'll be there in time Saturday that I could possibly play in this. This is the Bluegrass Battle Royale.
Yeah. So
how do I get in?
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, so we've got starting on Friday, the Bluegrass Battle Royale has a number of different things going on. There's 4 different events that we've got going on specifically on Friday. 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m. We've got what you call just a luck of the draw. It's your traditional ACO luck of the draw, $20 buy-in. I believe it's 70% payout. It's a double elimination tournament. And again, the way it works, you don't know who your partner is. This is welcome to anybody. You do not have to be an ACO member. 6 o'clock, we have a bring your own partner double elimination. That one, I believe, is called the Owensboro Classic. So that Owensboro Classic goes on at 6 o'clock
on Friday,
downstairs at the Convention Center. Saturday, we start the morning, 9 a.m., with another blind draw, a $20 buy-in. Then we move into the 12 o'clock time zone. That's when we bring the Bluegrass Challenge out, and that's where the players are playing in a bring-your-own-partner doubles tournament.
Right.
And then later afternoon at 4 o'clock, we end the day with one more blind draw, $20 buy-in. So tons of cornhole activity going on just to kick off this thing. Really hoping to get a lot of the Evansville, Louisville, Owensboro, maybe even some players up from Nashville to compete on that Friday, Saturday. All those communities that are real close to the
Yeah, and
center.
I mean, it's the kind of thing you could scoot in for, spend the, into the evening and head home and then come back the next day and pick up a tournament somewhere in there, or you could just come hang out, get a hotel room, and stay for the entire weekend. That's why we wanted really to sort of expand the World's Week, but not necessarily disrupt the divisional play that you've become accustomed to, because a lot of folks plan their vacation around it, and there's a lot of different things that you have to take into consideration. Child care, animal care, that's kind of my issue. But if you did want to come out and make a longer extended weekend out of it, there is a ton to do. So whether it's AAU, Silver Slider Cup, or any of the Bluegrass Battle Royale stuff, you got plenty of things to do. And there's one other thing that was added this year. And again, maybe we should have said something sooner, but I think that the formulation of all of these tournaments was ebbing and flowing as we watch state championships and different things happen. But this State Slider Cup, to me, is the ultimate in bragging rights.
Dude,
am I right?
I love it. And so what we ended up doing, Finn, with this State Slider Cup, which takes place on Monday at the World Championships, is we took and we rated the top 16 ACO states. Then we took those top 16 states and we figured out who the top 8 players were currently in those states. So those top 8 players actually get the first dibs on playing on this team. After that, if those 8, not all of them are able to play or can't play, there's a team captain that's being assigned to each one of these states. We've got 9 of the states that already have a team captain. Let me look at my list here real quick. I can read some of these off to you. Arkansas, we got Wendy Barger is actually championing the project of being her team captain.
Nice.
I think
wonder who she's going to go after
on
first.
that team already. She's got Sebastian. She's got Spencer. Virginia, none other than Caleb Hurt, player of the season, as Virginia's captain. None other than our king of cornhole, Craig Irvin, is Missouri's captain. One of the best COs on the planet. Everybody knows and loves him. Russell Tabers is championing that Kentucky game. One of our top seniors, Michael Hoeksang.
Mick Hoeksang.
And then is championing his team in Indiana. And then we got our Michigan group on there, Justin Doberson. Is that right, Doberson?
I've always said Justin Doberson.
Justin Doberson.
If we're wrong, buddy, correct me.
Correct me because I'm terrible with names.
He is.
And then, I'm going to save this one for last. And then Georgia, we got Kim Dice. Obviously, everybody knows Kim Dice and Chad, well-traveled ACO players there in the Georgia market.
Oh, speaking of, there's going to be they've submitted an article for the whole magazine, and I want to talk a little bit about that when we get done here. Don't let me forget.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do that. Alabama, one of our top junior players, Mason Higgins, man. Mason Higgins out of Alabama. And I'll tell you, Finn, this is pretty cool. Mason has the biggest portfolio of players to choose from out of everybody coming to the Worlds. There's 79 players coming to the World Championships out of Alabama. Love it, love it, love it. And there's one more, but I'll save that to last. There's 6 states. We're still trying to confirm who the team captain is going to be. We'll get that figured out hopefully by tomorrow. But Tennessee, Illinois, West Virginia, Florida, North Carolina. I already had Michigan, so it's only 5 left. The person that I want to talk to personally, this is call out to her, right? We've got Ohio is being captained by Josephina, right?
Josephina Ernstberger, okay.
And it's in Ohio. And I'm pleading my case that she might think about me as being part of that Ohio team if not our top 8 players join that. So, Josephina, it's a call out to recruit me to that team. I would be a good player on that team. Trust me.
What day of the week is that?
It's Monday.
Ooh.
It's Maniac Monday for Gears.
That is way away from Thursday Night Frank.
All right, Josephina. If
Thursday
you want
Night Frank is way away on either end of that. Monday is dead center of, oh no, what the F, Frank. That's all right. So Josephina, no pressure, but it is sort of the state of the home office. And I know, I think I saw Todd say, How are we supposed to do this in 2 weeks? I know damn well in 20 minutes you could make enough phone calls to get a game going just like that out in the front yard in a driving rainstorm. So we got this. No worries. Come on, OHIO. Come on.
So, Finn, there is one more thing because we just want to tell you what the price of this tournament is, right?
Okay.
It is the best thing on the planet to be able to play in this thing, I believe. It's $50 to play in this thing.
Okay, so that's like, what, 2 games?
$50. Dude, you get 30 total games. So what's cool about this is your players are going to be rated 1 through 8 in singles. So, and there's 16 different players. So all the ones will play the ones once. So that's 15 matches in singles you'll play.
Right.
All the way down to your 8. The 8 plays against all the other 8s. So that's 15 in singles. The same thing happens in doubles. You got 15 games that you'll be playing against the 15 other states. But what happens, Finn, is we've got 4 total teams that will come from each grouping. The 1 and the 2 seed become a team. The 3 and the 4 seed, the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 get paired together and then play all the other 7 and 8s. So
that's cool.
I love it, dude. If you want cornhole and you want bang for your buck, that's it right there, baby.
I got to be honest with you, though. Between that, tallying the skins amount of money, some of the way these other things are set up, the way that the math works, and you almost have to be like a CPA to be able to figure out how to keep track of all these games and all these different things. Good for you, and to April and Chris and LaBelle and Mia and Jonesy and all of you who keep track of that stuff. Jesse, good Lord, I don't know how you're doing it, but well done. Bravo. But how about that? $50? How many games? 30?
30 games.
30 games for $50.
30 games. That's like $1.75.
It's not even $2 a game. That's the only math I can do. That's not even $2 a game. And if you have any legs left, you can compete Tuesday through Saturday. But boy, I'll tell you something. This is, we said, the biggest cornhole party on the planet. It absolutely is, and more was added up front to make sure that that's the case, and to bring new people in from the surrounding areas to come be a part of it and maybe join in to the ACO family.
Don't forget, because we haven't mentioned, I don't think it's been mentioned in passing a little bit, but I don't want to let everybody forget about there's adaptive cornhole that now is being showcased. Spearheaded by Matt Davis. Everybody knows Matt the Batman, but that's happening on Friday evening upstairs. So if you want to check that out, make sure you tune in. But the adaptive cornhole is fast becoming a big thing in the world of sports and the world of the ACO.
And it's going to be a big part of this coming season 20 as well. I know that's already in the works. And Batman is on the case. I want to unveil. Can we unveil the slogan for ACO Adaptive? I haven't seen it anywhere in a logo.
I know. I haven't used it in the logo yet, but I love it. So roll with it, baby, because we're all good with it, baby. Roll with it.
Really?
Oh, that was it?
No. That's not it, but that's how you say that? Oh,
I know, that's terrible.
First off, he says adaptive.
I didn't do that on purpose.
First off, he says adaptive cornhole, it's upstairs. That's a dick move. Anyway, but the bottom line is, no.
Always make fun of me, man. Jeez.
That's my guy right here. ACO Adaptive Cornhole, that's how we roll. I love it. And Batman is the right man to steerhead that. We're looking forward to seeing Wheels and Nelson and everybody else that was part of getting this really launched. We're looking forward to taking this to a whole new level. It's so awesome, and we're looking forward to that being part of all of the new things that are part of the ACO second double decade as we get into season 20. Now, the other thing that was released within Scoreholio, and you probably saw the bracket, is the Skins Cornhole. And you're thinking, well, I thought Skins was all wrapped up, but there was one more opportunity to not only play Skins, but also to expand the potential field and 100% payout. In fact, more than 100% payout by just a little bit. We're digging into the beer fund to extend the payout on this. How many skins did we determine this was?
403, I believe it is. 403 skins, $20 a skin, Finney.
Wow. So, and that's big money. Now, here's the difference. It was free. What?
I was just thinking we could change this to Finn's Cornhole, but that doesn't sound right.
No. There's no such thing. The great thing about this was a 100% payout opportunity that was first offered to the top pros via the rankings, and it's a buy-in. It's been free to enter with your pro jersey up until this point. The reason that there was a buy-in on this is because it's 100% payout, and now you're battling to get your money back and then some. $20 a skin, 403 skins.
This is really for the real men and women that want to step up, man, to the game. If you're putting it all on the line, man, all on the line. But what's great about it, Finn, as we already just said, the way it works out, that's $20 a skin. So in most cases, you're going to at least get a skin or two and get some of your dough back, right? You're not going to go shut out. But there are cases, though, where people get shut out, and there's going to be probably a shutout or two in the first round.
But I'm gonna tell you, too, I love the fact that as we opened it up, and then it was opened up to any pro that wanted to buy, and we had a few spots left, and they filled out, bang, all 32 filled out. They're seated, so it's not a choose your own
partner or who you're playing.
Choose your opponent. That is something that everybody did like, but since this is a different way of going about it, we're going to go to this bracket system and the seeding system. I think the choose your part or choose your opponent next year, pick your poison, is going to rear its head.
It's going to be fun
again for sure.
Yeah.
But look at some of these matchups, and this is what's interesting to me, particularly as the guy that sits on the side for hours on end, not playing but calling matches. Isaac Hurt and Jacob Coleman. And John Jones and Aaron Lambert, Jacob Whaley, Rob Cooksey. Good to see you back in the game, brother.
Aaron Stevens is the Dustin Aaron and Nate Stevens is the one that stands out to me, man. And, Aaron's been playing so good down the stretch here, and Nate Stevens is a top player in the country. So
Sebastian Barger, Hollywood Page, Brandon Earls, Cody Brewer, and Devin Wiseman, T.J. Miller, Mick Hoaxang, and Richard Jones, and Bear Paul, Rush, Parker. Now Daniel Kohensky, I'm going to go out. I'm going to say this is a guy I don't know if I've ever seen Daniel play. I'm looking forward to these matches because I want to see some diamond in the rough come burning through that we haven't expected to see to this point, and come through and make some noise. Jonathan Nail, we've seen. Stuart Graham, we've seen.
I think I'm right about this, right? Aren't we planning to the first rounds we're all going to do, at one time? We're going to do that kind of at one time to move those on. But once we get to the final 16, every single match, I think our intention is to live stream that.
Yep, I believe so. You'll see all of those on A Center Court, to be sure. Rudy Fernandez, who checked in a little bit ago, and Russell Tabers. That's going to be a battle right there in the first round. Chase Puckett and Devin Holloway, Scott Stoffridgen and Matt Davis, the aforementioned Batman, Tony Pena, and Travis Jordan, and Craig Irvin and Hunter Powers.
Boom. Boom.
It's going to be fun to watch. And it's going to be, and I'll be curious, too, to talk to the players before it begins and then after it's over. When you're putting your own money on the line, it's a little bit different as to how you go in and try to play and take it back. Going to be big fun. One final dip into the seniors or into the Skins game pro series, if you will. And what a great way to end it up all at the World. So fun stuff. And then again, divisional play. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Championship Saturday. As always, we're going to be doing things with the local community. Obviously going to be there on the riverfront. Food trucks out there. It's just going to be a party. And that Friday after 5 is going to be going on again. So
that's both Fridays.
Two Fridays. Yeah, we'll have 2 Fridays to bookend our time there. So much to do. I think there's new things being built all the time. Of course, Holiday World's there. So many different things within Owensboro proper to do. I know Matt Bailey is coming in. He and Tamsin and Toby are coming in, as is Liam, and I think his girlfriend are coming in from the UK. But the one thing Matt said, he goes, last time we didn't really get to try any of the local, but he really wants to try one of those barbecue restaurants.
Oh, does he?
I said, I might have exactly the one for you.
You know what we got to make sure he tries, right? There's a little Green River.
Green River bourbon, yes, sir. And Green River is going to be, they are the Owensboro-based distillery there. I know they've got offices in Louisville, but boy, what a history they've got. They've got a history older than, I think, or right around the time of the Par Inn, as a matter of fact. Everything kind of stopped in 1955. They resurrected the brand over the last 20 to 30 years. And Green River kicking ass. If you're a fan of rye, they've introduced a rye bourbon whiskey I think just in 2024. So there's going to be plenty of Green River on hand to be sampling as well. So it's going to be big fun. Can't wait.
I'm ready for it, baby.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about one other thing that always pops up. And this is something we talked about on a different call today. And it typically ends up being those who know, and those who don't maybe never will unless we tell you about it. And that is Whole Magazine. Whole Magazine is sort of our yearbook, if you will. Most companies put out a year-end report or whatever. This is in magazine, very nice magazine form the entire year. And it's really cool to go back and look and see what this year and this season has brought to bear. But we'll have copies of it there for you to check out. There will be a digital version available online, but there are going to be articles in there about Chad and Kim's excellent cornhole adventure, a nice feature on Steve Mullis. Help me out here. There's going to be one about the Super Major,
the European
Skins Games, European
first major out there.
Yeah, Daniel Lilly put together a really nice article about ACO Europe. I know that LaBelle.
The final rankings go in there.
Everything.
The tour for next season goes into this guide.
I believe there's a piece in there just about our relationship with Scoreholio. There's everything, all of the jersey designs, everything we can think of, we cram right into this. So if you can get your hands on one, it's definitely a nice keepsake. We'll have some available for purchase. There will be a digital version online, but it's nice to have some of these articles that are going to be in there written by members of the ACO family, which is cool. Photos. We got a great one about Alan Bond in there as well.
That's a great story. It's a good article. That's beautiful.
Some good stuff. So make sure that if you can get your hands on a copy of Whole Magazine, that you flip through and you check it out. And again, check it out online as well. And I see Kim just checked in and said, can't wait to see it. It's being put together. I think it was your article. I think it was being put together today as we speak, Kim. So again, thanks so much for submitting. The King of Cornwall, I would tell you, Tom and Emma and Millie are not coming this year. I think they had made other plans, not expecting to want to do it 2 years in a row, maybe take a year off. But I think now they're a little bit jealous because the Baileys are coming. And like you said, Liam and his better half I've seen a lot of Liam's videos. He's been out practicing like a madman.
So Finn, I think it's really exciting to see where the international play is starting to go with the ACO, and I really believe that next year that we could have 5 to 6 different countries minimum at the World Championships. So outside of the U.S. is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no question.
So excited to see that. Again, I think we're ready to get to this party, dude.
Yeah, Dark Horse Cornhole. Tom is afraid of the rematch. I think he just got exhausted shooting promo videos for it. So.
Hey, I think no, I'm pumped. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. I'm dressed for it already.
Have you been drinking your vinegar water or whatever to soothe the throat a little bit?
There is that. I might have to stop talking early tonight. I'll talk somebody else's ear off later. Bottom line is Worlds 19 just around the corner, back-to-back Owensboro, Kentucky. Cannot wait to get back there, see all of you there, and extend that week into a 10-day extravaganza. In fact, have we called the VFW Hall and warned them that we were coming back?
Oh, we did.
We did.
Okay. Yes. They brought
Keep your pants on, and you know who you are. Keep your pants on.
They brought in a bunch of near beer for us this year.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Well, I hope it's nearer to some other beer than if that's the case. Green River, looking forward to having you there, and looking forward to seeing all our friends at the VFW. I know that April and LaBelle have one particular machine in mind that they're ready to sit in front of on night 1, possibly 2, 3, 4, all the way through 10. We shall see.
Yeah, and a call out. If you're a lifetime member, do not forget to bring your jersey so you can participate in the lifetime lifer jersey or the lifer tourney, and also be a part of the group photo at the World Championships. If you're a certified official, please bring your newest CO jersey with you so we can try to get a good photo during the week of all of our certified officials on campus that weekend. And obviously, all the pros that are going to be getting their brand new jerseys are going to be in for a big surprise.
Yeah, and on photo day, please remember to bring that. Because it really is impressive when we're able to sit everybody up and get one really cool group photo that shows the unity and the strength of what ACO pros are all about. And if you're going to be too cool for school and decide maybe not, you're probably not going to be in the picture. That's kind of the way it goes. But do it. You got one. You wear it. Let's be part of that part of that picture.
Douglas
It's good
Parker,
stuff.
now you'd have to squeeze between me and my wife. That's not going to work out so great.
Yeah, it's weird. They're in a single bed. It's like it's not even a twin. It's bizarre. I don't know why it's actually bunk beds. You have the only bunk beds at the
The
Holiday
only
Inn.
bunk bed, man.
Yeah, they've been together a minute.
I shouldn't say something.
Bottom line is, hey, and
Let's get outta
speaking
here.
of couples who love one another, congratulations again. They just wrapped up their honeymoon. Caleb and Adrian, congratulations. One round of hillbilly golf was played, I know for a fact, and some great restaurants were attended, and big fun was had on that honeymoon. So congratulations. For those of you who are still, I know Gary Kaufman, our guy behind the scenes, he and Darian celebrating a wedding for their daughter this weekend. Anybody, if you want to share or send photos of what's going on with any special birthdays or anything you're doing this summer, send them to taco@americancornhole.com so we can celebrate all of you. But again, congratulations to Caleb and Adrian Hurt for wrapping up their honeymoon, and we'll see what he's bringing. He did not get into the skins game.
He's a smart man,
He
man.
did not get into the. Isaac did. Caleb did not. So many of you might be looking down that list going, huh. Especially those of you who got in.
I look at it and I
We shall
say,
see.
I think that Caleb is a player, but not a gambler.
Yeah.
He's smart with his money.
Yeah.
Isaac, I lean towards being like my little brother or one of my kids. He's more of the gambler.
Yeah. And Isaac's like, I'm young. I can sell a kidney. I got 4 of them, whatever.
Caleb
I'm
wants the
good.
sure thing.
Well, why is Caleb not? Eric wants to know, why is Caleb not playing the Pro Series? You didn't hear me? He just got back off his honeymoon.
Yeah, right.
That might have something to do.
He's broke.
He's. I think he's going to spend time scouting. He's going to be hovering like a drone to watch games. Nobody studies other people's games like he does. But I think it's time to give you your Taco Tuesday back. That was your World's Edition. If you've got extra questions, feel free to throw them in here. Let's see a sneak peek of the season 20 schedule and the Pro Series events of season. Do you want to address anything in season 20?
Yeah, we can do just a little bit, just a teaser. I mean,
All right.
we already talked about some of the new ones. I just want to talk about some of the new ones real quick, Finn. I mean, we're headed out to California now. We've got 2 coming to Upland, California. We got 2 headed up to Chicago, Illinois. We've got 1 headed to Duluth, Minnesota. Those are some of the newer ones. We're back in Atlantic City. An important thing to note for our players, because everybody looks so forward to it, but there's construction issues and place bought out. Panama City Beach, that's going to be one that we're not going to be back at this year, in Charleston, West Virginia. But that's been replaced by a lot of really good ones. We're going to be, I think, still closing the books. This is why we haven't done the final announcement. But it looks like we're going to be back in Toledo. And we might even do a Toledo twice, too.
Yeah.
So
in Shreveport, Bossier, I know everybody had a great time
Shreveport had
at that.
a blast there. We're going to be back in Dallas for 2. So we're going to be back in
Medford.
Dalton. We're going to be back in Camp Margaritaville. Dude, this year, you and anybody else, you got to get to Camp Margaritaville. That's a great one. We're going to be back in Branson, Missouri.
Clarksville.
Back in Hamilton. Clarksville. Don't even want to talk about that because so many people converge on Clarksville. I just wanted to say, don't even tell everybody what's going on.
Sorry about that. Nah.
No, but we're back in Knoxville. We're back in Owensboro for the Super Major again. 2nd year now running. And eventually, we talked about this, we may get to the point where we run a couple Super Majors, 2 or 3 a year. But right now, Owensboro is our Super City. Throwensboro. AC, what do you call it? AC Owens?
AC Owensboro.
AC Owensboro.
I'm working on it. I've got a meeting set up with the mayor
I love
and the city trustees to see if we can't get that done.
Oh, there are so many options for everybody out there. We're going to be in Lubbock, Texas. We're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So there's just a lot of great options for players.
Bentonville, you mentioned, I think.
Yeah, Bentonville.
I mean, you'll look at the list and go, oh, yeah, cool. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. And you mentioned options, and we're not going to get into this just now, but there's a lot more to the word options than you might think. It's not just cities, it's options. So remember, when we get back into the taco after the Worlds and we start talking and digging deeper into season 20, remember the word options. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Worlds is going to be amazing. Season 20 even better, says Margaret Barrett. Was going to be my potential Silver Slider co-ed partner, but I suggested maybe she find somebody else because it wouldn't be prudent for her. It would be too short of a day. Any other Florida majors, John says real quick?
Which other Florida? Panama's out, but Yes, we have the OCC one. They're in OCC Roadhouse. Starts off the season. That's in the 1st of September there. So that actually is going to be a fun one. So, John, if you're looking for one, head to that one. So I think we got 2 in the Florida market right now.
So how many Pro Series this coming season?
We're going to have 5 Pro Series this year. We haven't determined them all, but the ones that it looks like we will for sure be doing, the Super Major will have the Super Pro Series. So that'll be, again, a $10,000 event for our pro players in January there early. We're also closing the season with the Pro Series and Branson. So beyond that, the other 3, we haven't made final decisions on where those are going to go. It feels like, though, Finn, and I can just tell this, it feels like, and this is for the team to decide really which one we want to do it at, is if we end up going to Toledo, Ohio again this year, it's between that and Hamilton, Ohio. One of those 2, which would be in early September, is probably where it's going to be. And that's it. So that's all we're going to give right now as the teasers. Guaranteed Owensboro, Branson, probably one or the other, Toledo or Hamilton here in the first part of the season, and the other 2 will yet to be named. And
awesome. Very good. Well, again, thanks to those of you who are watching on your Taco Tuesday night. We're going to give it back to you for those watching all around this big blue marble, the entire planet. We appreciate your attention. We appreciate your love of the game. And as always, we appreciate you taking time out of your Taco Tuesday for us. Cheers to you one more time. We'll give it back to you guys. Oh, we got to finish these off. And on behalf of the ACO, I am Finn, the loudmouth, for said American Cornhole Organization. He is Frank Geers, the Cornhole Dude, reminding you,
Owensboro, ACO players, season 19, keep on pitching.
Hi, I'm Rich Pyle, the host of Hole Nation, where we share everything this cornhole and a lot more. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and catch our new videos every Wednesday at 7. And remember, whether it's sticky or slick side down, bring it.